Hello and welcome to our English news edition coming to you from Canal, Algérie. First, the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, receives the President of Guinea-Bissau, Umaro Sissoko Embalo, and announces in a joint statement the reopening of the Algerian embassy. The Algerian Red Crescent sends 70 tons of humanitarian aid to Mauritania following the floods which recently hit this brotherly country. Major facilitations are put in place by the customs services at the Algiers airport and port to ensure a good departure of the Algerian community living abroad. Good evening, those were today's top stories. First, now today's edition, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, reserved on Tuesday an official welcome to the President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, Umaro Sissoko Embalo, at the premises of the presidency here in Algiers. After listening to the national anthems of both countries, the two heads of state reviewed a detachment of the Republican Guard, which paid them the honors. Later on, the President of the Republic held face-to-face discussions with the President of Guinea-Bissau. The discussions were then extended to include the delegations of both countries. In a common statement with the President of Guinea-Bissau, the President of the Republic emphasized the relaunching of relations between Algeria and Guinea-Bissau while announcing on the occasion the reopening of an Algerian embassy in the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. President Tebboune harked back to the historical relations between the two countries while insisting on Algeria's revolutionary role in Africa. He also invited the Guinean president to pay a state visit to Algeria shortly. For his part, the Guinean president hailed Algeria's key role in maintaining peace and security in Africa and the region in particular. He thanked Algeria for its efforts and paid a tribute to the victims of fires. He expressed the wish to further consolidate the existing relations and accepted the president's invitation to visit Algeria. Still with the President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, who went to the Martyrs Sanctuary here in Algiers, where he laid a wreath of flowers in front of the commemorative stele and observed a minute of silence in memory of the martyrs of the glorious National Liberation War. Accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he went to the National Museum of the Mujahid or War Veteran, where he received detailed explanations on the important events which marked Algeria's history, notably its struggle for independence. The President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau also received symbolic gifts before enjoying the beautiful view of the Bay of Algiers. The President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, Umaro Sissoko Embalo, accompanied by the Foreign Minister Ramtan Amamra, paid a visit to Jama al-Jazair, or the Great Mosque of Algiers, where he listened to presentations on this cultural and religious site. The President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau wound up his two-day official visit to Algeria on Tuesday. He was seen off at the Houari Boumediene International Airport here in Algiers by the Prime Minister Ayman bin Abdelrahman and the Foreign Affairs and National Community Abroad Minister Ramtan Amamra. In a different context, the Algerian Red Crescent sent 70 tons of humanitarian aid to Mauritania. The aid, which is made up of foodstuffs, mattresses, tents, and water pumps, were shipped on board of 2 Algerian military aircrafts. According to the President of the Algerian Red Crescent, Ibtissam Hamlawi, this humanitarian aid, which is part of the fraternal relations and the continuous support of Algeria to Mauritania, and the aim of which is to help Mauritania Mauritania to face the damage caused by the floods which recently hit the country. Now to the education sector, and precisely to Tisimsil province, where tabs are to be introduced in several schools to ensure a better schooling and a successful resumption. More details with Najah Tayar.
In Tisimsil province, 12 primary schools will be equipped with tabs for the next school year, an educational tool that will lighten school bags. Thank God this will allow our children to be relieved of the heavy weight of the school bag. This operation will reduce the weight of the school bag that is really heavy. Providing our children with tablets will allow them to follow their program and develop their knowledge. Other achievements for the education sector, new establishments in progress and others being renovated, all will be received during this new school year, 2022-2023. 28 school infrastructure projects will be received, in addition to 130 educational establishments that were restored. Remarkable improvement of schooling conditions and providing the digital means. Now the students will be able to improve their level and be introduced to new technologies.
And the compensation operations are still ongoing following the tragic fires that hit several provinces of the country, namely Soqaras and Jijil. Let's discover more in this concise report taken up by Melissa Kubash.
The compensation operations are still ongoing across the national territories for the benefit of families affected by the forest fires, as it is the case for the family of Ahmed bin Atiyah from the province of Soqaras, who are very happy to receive the necessary aid to overcome this tragedy.
A technical commission came to evaluate the damage caused by the fires. Thanks to the state's help, all our furniture and house equipments have been replaced.
5 families benefited from refrigerators, TVs and stoves, while 2 others received 2 equipment, knowing that the aids are still ongoing and will be beneficial for the fire victims.
The same atmosphere of solidarity prevailed in the province of Jijil, where numerous lands and agricultural equipment were burned to the ground, reduced to ashes.
The olive trees are all damaged. Thank God the local authorities are here to help us.
My poultry and olive trees are all destroyed. Thank God the concerned authorities came to evaluate the losses and compensate the fire victims.
Today, the main objective is to rehabilitate the agricultural exploitation.
All the necessary means are deployed by the state and local authorities so as to take in charge and compensate the fire victims shortly.
And good news, our community established abroad. No less than 80 flights were added by the Algerian Airlines company to upgrade the traveling conditions of passengers from and to several Algerian airports. Melissa Kubash once again.
Following the numerous demands of travelers, the Algerian Airlines' planification is packed, with flights reaching no less than 80.
Since the flights increased, the prices of tickets will drop, which will help boost the national economy.
We hope that the number of flights increase and that tickets are more accessible.
I saw several flights coming from France to Algeria, and I think it is a very good initiative with hope to find other destinations in the future.
According to the Algerian Airlines' communication manager, the airline's program has been intensified and rescheduled. A rich program has been worked out to reinforce the daily flights from Paris and Marseille to Algeria, as well as from Bordeaux, alongside the relaunching of flights from Biskra, Batna, and Oued provinces, and finally the reinforcement of flights towards France from Shlouf, Oran, Bajaya, Constantine, and Tlemcen provinces. These new measures aim at facilitating travel towards Algeria, especially for our Algerian community settled abroad.
Major facilitations have been put in place by the customs services at the Houari Boumediene International Airport to the great delight of passengers, according to our reporter Ines Killo.
Because it is the end of the summer season at Algiers International Airport, every day thousands of Algerian diaspora take the plane back home. After passing the usual procedures, a stop at the level of customs services is mandatory. Every year, the Algerian Customs Services set up a special device for the summer season, to the great delight of travelers.
Good welcome. Everything went in good conditions. We had no problem. A good experience. We were well received by the customs services and police too.
There are nearly 500 customs officers on duty day and night to ensure that the operation runs smoothly. A register of complaints is available for travelers to express their opinions and recommendations.
The passenger can mention all his concerns and opinions.
Nous avons un douanier au scanner hors salle.
We have a customs officer and policeman at the scanner specifically for this operation. They flag any suspicious luggage.
Everything has been put in place to make the operation easier for travelers. A toll-free number is even available for any complaint.
Similar facilitations are also being granted at the level of the country's ports to our nationals living abroad to help them regain their receiving countries after spending their summer holidays in their homeland, where simplified procedures were set up by the Customs Department for better traveling conditions. The 30th of August of each year coincides with the International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearances, a common practice in Morocco according to the Coordination Committee of Families of the Disappeared in Morocco. Atrocities that the Makhzen carries out in Western Sahara, where the rights of the Sahrawi people are violated on a daily basis. According to the Sahrawi National Commission for Human Rights, more than 400 cases of missing civilians whose fate is unknown have been recorded so far in Western Sahara. In other news, several countries and organizations called for an inter-Libyan dialogue alongside Algeria. The General Secretariat of the Consultative Council of the Arab Maghreb Union urges the Libyan parties to de-escalation in order to limit the human and material damage and to allow a rapid resumption of the democratic process. And with this, our today's news edition comes to a close. Thank you for tuning in.